Sí, nuestro adorado René nunca fue el santo de la Yes, the following is excerpted from a love letter I wrote to our padrino on the day of his passing. Yes, I'm going to be sentimental. So, querido René, after 45 years of devoting your life to nurturing San Francisco and the mission, Chicanx, Latinx artists y mucha gente más, I am grateful for your ability to survive and flourish despite so many innumerable battles. Censorship, eviction, cancer, poverty, and the racist ongoing rejection from the mainstream art world. I bet you are already tagging the walls of heaven. I can already see you causing trouble in the border Olympus with José Montoya, Alfonso Texidor, Felipe Ehrenberg, James Luna, Cathy Acker, George Cushar, and so many compadres and comadres of your amazing generation. I myself will see you soon. But in the meantime, it's tragic down here. Because with you goes another bastion of true radical bohemia and uncompromising social practice in the merciless Darwinian city that seems to care nothing for those who have helped to make it what it once wanted to be. So now that you are gone, we will be here at ground level to defend us against greedy landlords, racist cops, formalist art critics, conservative bourgeois curators, and the humorless PC patrol. For over 40 years, cabron, you helped make this a city where subversive creativity and irreverence were not only tolerated, but celebrated. Where the politics were far to the left of every place else in the US. This was the San Francisco you showed me in 1981 when I first met you, the one that welcomed me in the mid-90s. This was the place where everyone could come to live out their alternative dreams, where artists and visionaries filled the cafes, a sanctuary city where migrants, outsiders, subversives, and deviants could find refuge, including me and all of our close friends, half of which are here tonight. What a fight to put up. Organizing Chingao, anti-eviction demonstrations, art exhibits, street graffiti, fanzines, performance art, slam poetry events, the Wall of Free Speech, the Day of the Dead, multi-installations, and we were all there with you, learning from you, sharpening our own artistic and activist skills, mentoring the next generation of troublemakers. You and those you responded to on the walls kept the mission streets alive with poetic commentary and political visions. Yes, René, you are our artistic godfather, and needless to say, you are an icon, the artistic capo of the Bay Area Chicano movement. Not only were you one of the founders of Galería de la Raza, but you were the curator who jump-started the multicultural, multi-themed Dia de los Muertos Parade exhibit, one of the cultural features of this city, and all these years later, it has become an international celebration, and it was you who lit that pinche flame. Yes, you were different from other people, your generation. Your sensibility and heart were closer to the women and queers of your generation. You were never afraid of doing the unpopular thing. You were an intercultural diplomat when everyone else was a nationalist. You were open to radicals across the board, where all other men were either in the closet or militant heteros. You were also open to our Black, Asian, Indigenous, Palestinian, and Anglo brothers and sisters. You created connections with Mexico and Latin America. You traveled to Cuba and Puerto Rico in search of alliances. You were one of the main reasons why many of us here tonight, Latinx rebel artists, came here in the first place and decided to stay, thrive. We thrived and came of age in this wonderful and dramatic city of contradictions. I remember your relentless love of the mission streets and walls that still present an interactive space that remains one of your central mediums of expression. You theorized those streets, and not along the lines of lamenting the changes. You worked with them. You won your battle with the city. The streets of the mission are now bleeding. The walls you touched are filled with tears. Your departure, and let's not forget, gathered the largest amount of artists we have had since San Pancho en los años 90. People came, recuerden, from LA, New York, Sacra, San Joe, Oakland, San Antonio, Tijuana, Mexico City, and many other places, just to honor the king of the San Francisco streets. So together, right now, we all have, hopefully, we all have the connections and the spiritual strength to continue to build a resistance in order to honor your legacy. For all the years you have devoted to the cultural well-being of this city, you deserve not just local but international recognition. We all know you still have much more to contribute, and I promise you, Padrino, we promise you tonight, we, your close friends, will be devoted to furthering your amazing legacy in the multiple overlapping territories of art, education, activism, community, blah, 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 blah. I can't stop crying. I can't stop crying. Thank you. Woo!